Lazar claims he has multiple qualifications to back up his, claims. He claims he studied physics and electronics at Pacifica in 1978, got a master's in physics from MIT in 1982, and a master's from Caltech in 1985. But nobody at the time could identify Pacifica University as a physical body. Lazar then claimed, suddenly, oh, that's because it was a correspondence school. Pacifica University was found, subsequently, but when they did trace it, it had been shuttered after being accused of selling degrees. Furthermore, with regard to MIT, researcher Glenn Campbell, researched all printed material, since Lazar claimed the government had wiped all traces of existence and cleared him out. The government could clearly erase all records from an archive, but certainly couldn't track down and remove every piece of printed material. And Campbell found no trace of him in any of that printed material, and found no trace of him in the student directory. Furthermore, with regard to Bob's electronics degrees from Caltech, an official there said they never offered those degrees, and even if Bob had studied some other course there, which he described as an electronics degree, they found no trace of him in their printed material or archives. Fair enough, Lazar's supporters argue. Some of them, the ones who don't blindly accept everything he says is truth, are, to their credit, open-minded enough to say, well, maybe he inflated his credentials to look more credible, but he is a real scientist in all but name. There are some, however, who are not convinced. The late Stanton Friedman thought Bob failed to answer many deep, in-depth scientific questions put to him, and many have also found his claim that the craft could bend space and time around themselves to be ludicrous, and have also thus called his scientific claims into question. Furthermore, they also call into question his actual work experience. It's clear that he did work for the government, but many detractors point out that the only evidence that existed that he did is that he worked as a contractor on a contracting job, and contractors don't necessarily need scientific degrees. And indeed, many people who don't have them or couldn't get them choose that route.